Hi guys, my name is Mohammad Raza and welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to cover two main things. We're first going to see what a text editor is. We will then install a specific text editor. And finally, we'll see a concept called parent-child relationship. So from this lesson and onwards, we're going to use a text editor. So text editor is a program that allows you to open, view, or edit plain text files. So Notepad is a text editor. But the drawback of using Notepad is that it does not help you in writing your code. Because of that, we're going to use a text editor called Sublime Text. Although there are so many text editors out there like Notepad++, BBEdit, Text Wrangler, Coda, Espresso, Atom, Brackets, and the list goes on and on and on. But from my experience, what I have learned is that Sublime is better than all of these. So first just go to the website and download and install it. I'm on Windows 64-bit, so I'll download this version. Once the installation gets completed, open the installer. And the installation is pretty simple. Just open Sublime Text now, and you'll get this kind of a window. So let's open the file that we have been working on since the start of this series, and immediately you can notice a couple of things. First, Sublime is providing us with color coding, and by color coding I mean that it has assigned different colors for tag names and their opening and closing brackets. It has a different color for text as well, and further down the road you'll see that it has different colors for different things in HTML. The color scheme could be different if you have a fresh installation of Sublime, because I'm using a different theme called Material. Secondly, Sublime is providing us with line numbers. It's not as useful for short programs, but you'll see in the future that once we'll get into writing the actual code for web pages, these line numbers will prove to be very helpful for us. We'll see more features in the lessons coming up, and I'll highlight them as we move on. But I might be doing a separate series for Sublime Text as well, so do check back for that. With this out of the way, the second thing we're going to see is a concept that is going to be very important for us in the future, which is parent-child relationship. So if we consider this web page, there are many tags. In HTML, tags can be nested, which means that one tag can contain other tags. For example, we're opening this HTML tag and we're closing it. But before closing, we have multiple tags inside of it. Each tag that is coming directly inside the HTML tag is called its child. So head tag is the child of HTML tag. Similarly, body tag is the child of HTML tag. And the way we visually represent this is by indenting these tags. Indentation means spacing out or giving some room or breathing room or space just to visually make a hierarchy. So by indentation, you're making your own life easier. So it's not actually required by HTML. It's just a good practice. So you can also write your code like this, but definitely writing your code in this fashion makes it crystal clear what comes under what, and it clearly identifies the relations between these tags. So just like head is the child of HTML tag and the HTML tag is the parent of the head tag, you can see that there's another tag inside of the head tag. So when I say inside of the head tag, I mean just before closing the head tag, I have included another tag. So because of this, title becomes the child of the head tag, and the head tag becomes the parent of this title tag. So we have seen two relations of parent and child. Okay? The third relation is called sibling. So head tag and body tag are both children of the HTML tag. But what is the relation between the head tag and the body tag? Just like in a family, the head tag and the body tags are brothers and sisters, or siblings. So head and body are siblings. Next is ancestor and descendant. So as I told you that the title tag is the child of the head tag. But what is the relation of the title tag and the HTML tag? So quite simply, HTML is the grandparent of the title tag, and the title tag is the grandchild of the HTML tag. But we do not use these terms in HTML. Instead, we use ancestor and descendant. So HTML is the ancestor for the title tag, and the title tag is the descendant for the HTML tag. Same goes for the P tag. P tag is the descendant of HTML tag, and the HTML tag is ancestor for the P tag. So you might be thinking, why should I care about these relationships in HTML? For now, you might not find any use for learning these relationships. But once we start learning the CSS and JavaScript, which are mandatory languages for creating websites, you'll see that how useful these relationships will become at that time. So remember these 5 terms: parent, child, sibling, ancestor, and descendant. In the next lesson, we are going to see something called lists. So once again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video. If you have any questions, you can always ask. But for now, let's move on to the next lesson. Thanks for watching.